thing better blow me. Better have a hole.
Better have Melania
deliver. I don't want a letter from you. I want a naked autographed picture of your wife and a couple of access knives. I'm not sitting there spending $100 to know what time it is. I've got a phone. Now watches are all the rage now, but I don't think it's for telling time. A lot of weird things. And then baseball yesterday. Throws out there. Did you see the new golden at bat? They're going to mess up baseball some fierce, trying to appeal to young people. And they're mucking up the game. They're basically saying the game is boring, they can't get a young audience. And it's mainly because they did a poor job over the past 30 years of making it a fun game inside what it is. Like just
the pitch count,
sped it up a little bit. I'm finally speeding up. But what they did for my generation is the last one that got true baseball. And then afterwards, they just kept scrambling around in stadiums doing in-between inning noises and Willett floats and a bunch of, no offense, Brady, but jackass mascots running up and down trying to...
Stepped up the game, man.
No, it didn't. It ruined it. It ruined it. And here's why. People realize that the game's slow when you start moving fast around it. People realize that when ESPN does a 6-minute highlight package and the only thing you see is home runs and everything else, that's not a baseball game. A baseball game is a book.
Yep.
It's not a movie. You gotta take your time. You're reading a beautiful story as it unfolds in front of you. If you don't like baseball, don't change the game. Change how it's presented. Don't change the actual game. Stop with all the nonsense and make the game the focus. Well, they're doing this golden at bat thing that probably is going to go through for spring, sure, maybe for the season, where at any given time during the game you can use the golden at bat. So no matter who's up, you get to choose who you want next. So like, let's say, I won't use White Sox because it wouldn't matter. Let's say the Yankees are playing and it's, got a guy on second and it's the, ninth inning and you're down to the bottom of the lineup. You got your number 8, number 9 hitter up. And you're like, golden at bat, put in Aaron Judge or Soto.
This is stupid.
So you can move him from wherever he is back down.
What the fuck?
It's,
That would be if that was in there, which, a lot of things. It changes
ridiculous.
Percentage, numbers in the history.
They've ruined that. They've ruined that already.
I know, but they haven't changed it.
People aren't going to like
What do you
this.
mean? They've changed it all right. Oh,
Well, no, I'm saying, but as far as going into the Hall of Fame or towards your numbers or previous and past.
I mean, it's just usually, I don't think it's going to change the numbers so drastically to have one single at-bat a game be different. I mean, you would go from, your at-bats would go up by maybe 30 a year if you were constantly using this thing. But the golden at-bat, which basically is like there's no batting order, that's the strategy of management.
And you're giving one a game?
It's called pinch hitting. Yeah, but instead of a pinch hitter off the bench, you can use a guy in your lineup who's, it would be Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. It would be Corbin Carroll or maybe even Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks, where it's basically like, we're down to this guy sucks. But what about those great moments where a dude who hits 180 drops a little blooper out there?
Yeah,
That's what makes the game fun.
That's what makes it awesome. And if he's not going to get, or you bring in a pinch hitter, Kirk Gibson was a golden at bat, but he couldn't play. The glory of that home run back in '88 was that he couldn't walk. He wasn't even supposed to be in a uniform. They're like, can you swing a bat? Maybe. Let me give it a try. And he hits one of the most memorable home runs of all time. If he was playing the whole time, it wouldn't have been so great. It was like, it feels like cheating when you just move a guy around the lineup. He was on the bench and they dressed him up as a Tommy-less sort of strategy to say, this dude's got enough fire in him, and if I need him, I think he can swing the bat once.
So basically,
So it was awesome to have him on the roster. He could have very easily said he's inactive and not had him available, but he didn't. And it brought up one of the greatest moments in baseball history. That is off the bench. You can bring up tons of those guys. Who was the dude for the Cardinals a few years ago? David Freese. Those great moments at the end. He became a superstar for a minute because he hit a home run with 2 outs and 2 strikes in that. And the World Series was going to end with one more pitch, and he changed everything. He wasn't put in the bullpen.
So basically, Juan Soto could be a fly out, and then golden at bat, he can jump back in there and that's stupid.
with a ghost man.
Now, that's what we're getting to. Ghost man and pitchers hand out. And it's stupid. They've already messed baseball up so bad. And they finally had some fun with it. They did a couple of the good things, but all we need to do is speed it up. We were getting a little lazy, which was fine. The average baseball game in the 70s for some reason was like That's it. But the problem isn't the game. It's the jackassery. They think they've made it so kids don't go to baseball games to watch baseball. They go to get the t-shirt toss. They go to watch the hot dog race. They go to, it's like, we've distracted everybody. They're like, oh yeah, the baseball game's kind of boring. But that's what makes baseball great. There are boring baseball games. Every sport has boring games. Majority of basketball games are track. But you get a good one and it's like the sport's amazing.
I'm not afraid the commissioner's just taking a golden shower.
Yeah, and that's what I'd rather see. It's like a golden shower. Golden shower. I get to piss on the pitcher, and he has to pitch the next batter wet. Stupid. Yeah, ghost runners. I declare an out. Why don't you just do that? I have my one out to get. Like I'm using my out. Like, all right, can't be a third out, but you're gonna use your first out.
Call for a strikeout right here.
Yeah. That's stupid. Baseball's coming up faster than you think too. So we're talking about
What Little League numbers are? Up, down?
Good question. I don't know. Well, I know the club leagues have kind of killed Little League. Little League used to be the premier one, and then these all-year club leagues came in, and that's where real players play. Now Little League's just for the poor kids. A lot of times the poor kids are better, but the club leagues are.
Which then that would take the population down.
Maybe.
Because if you're not making the ability to think about playing.
If you're serious about the game, you play in a club league. You're not. Little League's a little fun side thing, but most of those players aren't doing that because the clubs are year-round now.
The Toledo's kid do club?
I think he did. That's what I thought. Yeah, traveling teams, forget it. I have a friend of mine whose son has been on a baseball traveling team since he was like 8.
Yeah.
He's 17 now. He's played with the same kids every year. They're really good. Makes you bet your kid played on a traveling team and Little League.
Yeah. His Little League is where he had Will Oman as a coach. But then what does Will Oman do? He gets into the Little League, he sees all the kids,
Recruit.
starts his own club team.
Yeah, so it's
They all have these little club teams because they're easy to start and they can go away and nobody's
baseball became it became an elitist thing for kids now because Little League's for the poor ones. And guys like that go in and go, this kid's too good for this. Let's get him in the fall and the winter and play him a little.
And there's some great club teams around here, but anybody that doesn't, like all these parents that get pissed off because their kid isn't playing, they try and start their own, and it just muddies the waters because those teams aren't any good.
No, and that's because they won't admit their kids.
They have the hardest time.
Little League games are gross.
But if those kids had golden at-bats, boy, those parents would be happy now.
It sounds filthy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
My little boy's going to be the golden at-bat. And then it's going to make animosity between players. It's like, well, how come Tommy gets the bat every time I'm on? I want to bat when the game's on the line. You're terrible, son.
Because you're good defensively.
Yeah, not even that. We just have to play you. Garth, we have to play you. Sit down, Lucas. You're sitting down. Kelly Leakwood did it. That's the bad news bears is that Buttermaker got too into the idea of his best player had to take over. And it made the other kids upset. It ruined the game for everyone else. He essentially was the golden at-bat.
And then Tatum O'Neal.
Well, Tatum O'Neal was a ringer. They didn't know. And then at the end, what did Buttermaker do? He realized this is just for fun. Let's get these Mexican kids who don't speak English out there. Let them make mistakes. Let them have their time. The good ones will shine no matter what. They'll pop up. Kelly Leak, let's sit down, Kelly. You've had your fun. When the game's important, that's what pissed me off about Buttermaker. We waited for the game to be its most important. When they're in the Astrodome, you actually, no, that's breaking trade. Don't even, get out. Take a lap. Japan, Bad News Bears 2 is what I'm Houston Astro. Either way, get out. Walt's not in it. It's not the Bad News Bears. You're not a William Devane fan? No. He just plays Kennedy's well. That's all I needed. If they went to Texas, I wish the same fate would have happened to him.
No, there was Bad News Bears go to Japan.
Oh, breaking training was too.
Was too.
Okay. And then go to Japan when Kelly Leak was like 26. We got a game this weekend against the Athletics. You know what that means? Badass news for them Athletics. That's right, on man. Make your gracious now, man. The glory of Buttermaker from the Bad News Bears is the inspiration that Dan Castellaneta used for Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson doesn't exist the way he exists without Walter Matthau and the Bad News Bears.
Really?
So you, Toledo, and breaking trading. No references to breaking trading. Take a break. I'm going to take a lap. I can't tolerate. We had a Devane Bad News Bears recall. A second. 618. Let's get a wake-up song, shall we? 585-9800. First, the golden shower at bat, and then he brings up breaking training. Taking the day off. What up, bro? Give us that wake-up song. We'll scream it together. It's 98 KP.
Wake up!
Rose Studios. This is the Big Red Man.
It's John Holmberg here from the Morning Sickness, and I'm standing with my friend Shane Orlando.
Come on,
from
bitch.
Orlando Auto Body. And you know, Shane is not only the guy who's running Orlando Auto Body, by the way, doing a great job. He's also running a family, and his daughter Grace is standing in the room with us right now. She's a recent high school graduate. She thinks she's got the world figured out. She's going to be an adult in a car driving all over. Matter of time before she comes back. And says, Dad, guess what I did? Right?
Slow ass.
So many fathers have this thing where their daughters are going to go out and mess up one of the cars. They're there for everybody. Fathers, daughters, doesn't matter. But just, you know it's coming.
Some
right?
of them more than others.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you'll take care of it. What's the worst thing you've seen a kid do to a car?
The worst is that they write a car and the parent doesn't even know. They come to us and they want us to fix it without them knowing. Of course,
We're not doing that, right?
we can't do that, but it happens from time to time. We just chuckle.
Right, Grace, you don't want to do that now. If you're going to be legitimate, you deal with legitimacy. Don't wreck your parents' car. Don't wreck your own car. But if you do, go to Orlando Auto Body, and they'll take care of a lifetime warranty right there with it. OrlandoAutoBody.com.
Arizona's biggest name in gaming brings you a fifth spectacular destination. Introducing Desert Diamond Casino White Tanks, opening December 18th and bringing more slots and table action, an exhilarating atmosphere, and top names like the legendary Morton Steakhouse and signature Starbucks coffee. Best of all, it's right at Loop 303 and Northern Parkway. So come and live the diamond life.
Can we go now? Can we go?
This season, let Hooters put the happy in holidays. For the perfect party, grab weeks to go or post at Hooters and let us do all the work. Plus, Hooters is our holiday gift headquarters. Hooters gift cards are perfect for everyone on your list. Or grab a 2025 Hooters calendar on sale now for just $17.99. Meet the girls and get your calendar signed on Thursday, December 5th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Hooters of Metro Center and 7 to 9 p.m. at Hooters of Mesa. 'Tis the season for Hooters.
Life is full of moments that shape how we see the world. At Nationwide Vision, we believe that personalized
Now we're doing it.
starts with understanding our patients' needs and ambitions. We believe everyone deserves to share their best selves with the world, to create their own moments, and share them with the people they love. When you want to see your absolute best for life, be seen at Nationwide Vision. Buy one pair of eyeglasses and get 50% off your second pair.
As a business owner, you wear a lot of hats. But your business credit card should be simple. With the Signify Business Cash Card by Wells Fargo, you earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases for your business with no caps or categories to track. Signify Business Cash, the deliberately simple business credit card. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/signify. Terms apply.
Save on pantry staples at Whole Foods Market. Get 25% off 365 by Whole Foods Market select baking essentials with Prime through December 3rd. Stock up on must-haves for holiday dessert recipes. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply. Valley weather. Tuesday's a sunny day. High 80. Partly cloudy overnight. Low 52. And that's Tuesday's Valley weather.
This report is
And I'm about to pass this, bitch.
Life gets messy during the holidays, but your car doesn't have to. Our Cyber Monday membership sale at Superstar Car Wash is here. Get unlimited washes and our Super Protect wash just $20. Visit superstarcarwash.com or text GLOW to 27800. Terms apply.
It's Brady, and I'm here with Robert from All Pro Shade. And Robert, my new awning is great.
That's great to hear, Brady. I'm glad you're enjoying the new setup.
Absolutely. It blocks the sun glare on the TV. It keeps us warm and free. It's like having another room in the house.
Dude, I told you, at All Pro Shade Concepts, we're all about
We're
amazing
moving now.
out of the season.
And a big shout out to Robert for giving our listeners, you guys, $500 off awnings this
Coming through.
Absolutely. Just book your free estimate before December 31st by going to
Don't do it. Don't do it.
or give us a call.
Thanks for stopping in, Robert.
Bitch.
Cox Mobile, you're covered coast to coast, so you can call your friends anytime on their road trip from New York City to LA, even in Franklin, Illinois.
Just gonna pass this motherfucker right here.
Franklin, Texas, Franklin, Kansas, Missouri, Virginia, Nebraska. Covered. Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile and has call quality you can rely on. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox Internet required. Comparison based on percentage vary. Covered by T-Mobile as compared to Cox Mobile from FCC National Broadband Network US System 123123.
we're coming to a stop.
Concerned all day.
Motherfuck.
Are they even trying? A jock, every flight's a big deal. Price of participation may vary.
The holidays are a magical time to get engaged. At Shane Company, we're here to help you create your dream engagement ring
Don't
in
do it.
just 3 easy steps.
Don't do it.
Choose a setting that speaks to your style. Compare diamonds and colorful gemstones in all shapes and sizes.
And we're
Personalize it
stopped.
with a decorative crown and special engraving. Or choose a perfectly
Stopped
preset
on the
ring that's
freeway.
ready to go. At Shane Company, you'll find everyday competitive prices, a no-pressure environment, and an unmatched free lifetime warranty. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, it's John Holmberg here, and it's time
California
to talk to you.
traffic.
TV's Doug Hopkins of my home group and DougHopkins.com. I like people who are straightforward. Maybe it's because I'm kind of a simple guy. You know, my brain doesn't always like to brain too hard. So when it comes to hundreds of thousands of dollars changing hands, I like to have the process simplified. For any of you who have ever sold your home, the traditional
That sun's
process
coming
is
up.
anything but simple. TV's Doug Hopkins, he changed all that, looked at the stuff that goes on with real estate deals and said, this doesn't have to happen. He was right. Instead of a sign in your yard, open houses, showings, inspections, repairs,
Oh.
upgrades, contingencies, or loan issues, Doug Hopkins just said, I'll buy your house for cash as it is, and the deal's going to be done. No crazy fees or commissions, no bundles of paper that you got to sign and fine print and changes every deal. A fair cash offer that won't change, or you get $5,000. If you're thinking about selling your home, hassle-free, call TV's Doug Hopkins. Now it's easy to understand. 1-800-SELL-NOW or start the process online at DougHopkins.com.
up? Just driving to work, you know? I work construction. Gotta be up with that sun, you know? It's 6:30 in the morning right now. That sun's poking up right behind them mountains right now. This traffic ain't fucking moving. We're fucked. Shit, bro. That shit's going way the fuck down. Bitch. Now we're fucked. Gotta be at work at 7. 6:37 right now. Almost there. Holy fuck. 2:37 in the afternoon. Holy shit. .30 a.m. Where's that at? There goes that sun coming up. Feel it. Oh shit. Fucking A. Pancakes. Oh, a whole mess of pancakes right now. Fuck up some pancakes. Come on, man. Almost there. Let's go. Got to get on the other side of that mountain. That's where we're headed. On the other side of that motherfucker right there. Oh shit. Morning time. Come on. Yeah, fuck out of here.
The last few days went quickly. And each of them get a drunk watch on the way out the door. Some guy emails and says, wouldn't it be amazing if it was just Chinese AI robbing people of their watch? That would be a pretty good idea. AI, because you can do it now. So these drunk watches just seem great. And then I saw a story last night. A lady, she's a pretty woman. This is she's not young, she's not old. She's a pretty lady, right? I'm showing the boys a picture. Yeah, they're about right. She decided to set up cameras in her house and just walk around naked when she's home. She's naked. She makes $20,000 a month. Look, I'm a man. No one's ever going to pay for that. If you want to see us naked, you just have to ask. Women, you've won this battle. For the longest time, a nip slip would be a photograph somebody could sell for $1 million. If the right person's nipple popped out, it was $1 million. There was a website for a long time, upskirt cams. We try so hard to see you naked, and you've done such an amazing job of keeping it under wraps for the longest time. Now, no man in this room. In fact, they pay you to put clothes on. Each of us wander around naked. Getting
3 more exits, come on.
Walking around our houses trying to make love. Women lie and the worst. This reminds me of back in no woman of mine's gonna work. That's the steward that you're doing the dumbest thing in the world, fighting this OnlyFans movement. 20 grand a month to just wander around your house naked. If you look okay in this day and age, and you got some cameras, and you want to pay for your house, get it out of the way. Why are you sitting back and fighting this moral dilemma? You're naked. You can chime in. Nobody's touching. Nobody cares.
What if this is Andre's neighborhood? She comes in,
Starts dropping.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. She's opened up her decision to embark on an OnlyFans career, revealing how much she's earned while explaining the decision has done wonders for her ability to parent her son. She's from Australia. She moved to LA. And she followed up on her new career path as an adult content creator. She's 49. She made the move to California with her teenage son. And it's gone viral for revealing why she walks around the house naked that they share. She doesn't really do it around the boy. She explains she made the move years years after struggling with her finances, saying, you know what, I had to stop caring what other people thought and take care of myself. Speaking about her experience in the adult industry, which they're calling it. She said, I have total financial freedom now as a result of making the leap into this industry. I'm making $20,000 every month. It's an annual income around $500,000, which is just me being at home. I don't even try. Speaking about what held her back from getting in there, she said insecurity was the main reason. And what other women were doing made her hesitate to make the choice. This is why wouldn't other people do this? It's not that you can't, it's just your confidence. Or you fear judgment, or you nobody would want to see it. She explained that she now is able to set her schedule around her son and her priorities due to being a self-employed, financially free woman. Remember Jenny Cam? The late 90s? That girl up in Sacramento that was just not even attractive, but just set up cameras around her house, and every 15 minutes it would refresh to a new picture of whatever she was doing. Sometimes she was naked, sometimes she was just sitting there watching TV. We all checked in. Jenny Cam was huge for a while.
Come on, man. Fuck out of the way.
For $20,000 a month. Anonymous strangers get to watch.
Who's going to work?
She's just hanging around the house while you're at school. 8 hours. She gets to monitor what goes. Yeah, it's not like it's live, and if it is, even more brilliant. But she gets to look and go, oh, that looked pretty good, or that was me doing this, or okay, and then you put in your videos of yourself. You just, you edit later. Brilliant. She said, I'm very comfortable now with my sexuality, the kind of person who doesn't have a problem occasionally walking around naked, so I do it. My son has a conversation with me. Sometimes I have my bra on. I'm getting dressed. And for $20,000 a month, pretty awesome. I'm telling you, man, college is for ugly people, and the world belongs to the OnlyFans girl with a little confidence. You can, like yesterday, the lady who did the escort service, that paid for her house and her car. Now she's a dentist. Brilliant. Too many people hung up on nonsense to come down to that, because if you've got it, why not flaunt it while you've got it? I think it's beautiful. It's quite beautiful. Now, if she's whoring around, taking D's all day long, and the boy is 17 and stuff, that changes sometimes. Sure. Nobody else is even involved. But if Ronnie could pull down $20,000 a month, all she had to do was walk around naked in the house for a couple hours while no one's home. Are you against that?
No, not really.
Yes, see, there you go. You'd like to see her naked. You can finally do it. You can go online and see your wife naked.
Finally.
Matthias?
Oh, kidding me? Yeah, hell yeah, do it.
Ditto.
Nice.
In
Rush
fact,
him.
I'll stay away from the house longer,
Right.
so you can have more hours naked, and I don't end up sullying up the video. You don't need to see me. In fact, we'll take all the pictures of me down, because that'll just wreck people's vibes. Nobody needs to see me on camera. Yuck. You can pull that kind of cake in, make life easier, then do it. And I'll get emails from people, but that is just an immoral. Like, okay, then you don't do it. I'm not talking to you. You're probably ugly anyway. That's why you're mad about doing it. Most people that say they wouldn't do it are ugly. Or they're so hot, they're going to get a rich guy and give them everything.
Yeah, there's no worries.
Yeah. She's 49. She's got a teenage STD. It's tough for her to get out there and find a guy that wants to hang out with her all the time. She's like, you know what? I'm doing the best I can, but I was making $3,000 a month. Now I'm making $20,000, and I don't leave the house. This is better. So save your emails about how morally it's bad and this, that, and the other. We lost that battle a long time ago, and it's really not that bad. They said that about Playboy. The world's coming to an end. Naked ladies, it's just people have access to these magazines with nudity in them. What's going to happen to them? Nothing. Porn, VHS, beta, the porn, you'll have access to it in your home. It's disgusting. It's the whole world. It's got hands. By 1990, it'll have nothing happen. You can get porn on the computer. Oh, geez, well, our kids will never let nothing happen. In fact, teenage pregnancy rates are lower. It's porn. You're welcome.
God bless porn.
You have 4K television. It's porn. You're welcome. You have speedy internet. It's porn. You're welcome. So everything you do, the fact that you're about to email me, ugly lady, and fire off an email, and it's going to show up in seconds, porn. It has advanced all technology faster than anything else. Our appetite for porn has made all the technology move so much faster. And that goes all the way back to drawings. The printing press, the first thing they printed, first picture, naked lady, porn.
It's a green light, come on.
I got a real appetite
That was
for
a
this.
mistake.
We can start knocking hundreds of these out instead of just drawing them. First video. Some lady takes her top off. Very first thing ever shot. Just take your shirt. There you go.
Got a like. Thanks for that.
For the very first time, the dude.
Appreciate it.
Giant Bass Pro Shops tents with a box and a curtain and a fireball.
She's upside down.
There's a lady. Yeah, she's upside down in the sky. Perfect. Your cans look amazing. They don't move.
We just gotta come around this mountain.
Right.
Shelby coming around.
Positive. That was the first photo. The first one might have been an accident. The first one he meant to take wasn't making it.
Look at those, Jabba.
And
Every
nothing
fucking
changed.
red light.
Just our appetite for porn has been from the beginning. And it has made society so much worse. No, it hasn't.
Would that have been the official first call? Hey, Watson, look at those cans.
Yeah, if it was video phone, Watson, come here. I've got a cans on a screen. I can see Mrs. Jefferson's boobies. Oh, way to go, Alex. This is going to change the world. Yeah, nothing's ever. In fact, and I say this all the time, all those people, clutching their pearls that the world's going to come to an end because of all this immorality. It is the best time to be human on the planet ever. There has never been a better time to be alive. And guess what? Tomorrow is going to be better than today because our stuff gets a little bit better. And everybody rings their pearls in their hands. Oh, what'll happen to the boy? You realize it's the same argument that's been going on since the beginning of time. The Bible has a thing in it when they all realize that nothing happens when they're dirty. It's all lies. Hey, are we supposed to be smoted or smitten or whatever? Pillars of salt, right? If I just bone this lady's butt, am I supposed? I thought I was going to get punished. Like, nope, there is no punishment. We're having a party. And they did. They went nuts.
Yeah.
A fake story about how they all got punished because they did. Because if it would have and it was real, they would have stopped.
I'm talking about.
If it was legitimate,
They're racing.
Went down. Where it's like he got tired of us behaving that way. By the way, how bad? Again, I remind you, how bad did Sodom and Gomorrah get for the deity to come back and say, "I got to destroy this. They're out of control." It had to be worse than it is now. He's not doing it now. So whatever they were up to back in the day, pre-porn, 80 bar the board. So if you've got it, make some money.
There's occasional mosaics of it.
Oh, it's been nonstop. You said you go to Pompeii. Those people were carving out marble dicks. They couldn't get enough.
Speak the language. Just point to the picture. What would you like?
Yeah, back in the ADs and BCs and all that, you go back to their art, and all they did was draw each other naked. The appetite has been there from jump. This guy says, "Hey, John, you should do only nose." Imagine. You stay out of the house because when someone gets a finger in the photo that ruins it, you would be the one that I'm trying to beat off to somebody's boobs and your nose is in the corner of the screen. That's true. My nose would sneak into the, from when I'm at work until about 2 in the afternoon when I'm home. Go crazy. Not gonna do that. What if my parents see? Then they're perverts looking for porn. I've never understood that argument either. My parents might see. Well, then your parents are on the internet searching random acts of porn. They're not even going to porn stores. They're going to amateur stuff. Your parents are creepier than you are for
Those
doing
coins at 40 cents.
It's one of the worst arguments I've ever heard. I won't do porn if my parents see it. Like your parents surf the internet all day long for amateur porn in the Phoenix area.
No, but their friends will tell them.
Yeah, their friends are doing it.
Joe from work saw it.
I think I saw your son banging his wife on the internet. What? Yeah, you really raised a loser. Like, we were beating off to my son on your amateur porn search. How many porns have you watched in your life? I can't
count that high.
I thought of this the other day. Even with my head start, have I watched more people having sex than I've had myself?
Yes.
I think that's true.
I think it's true.
Now, that is me saying that's a good little barometer. Have I watched more people doing it on choices I've made? So it's like a rule, like I had to actually stay on the video for 25 seconds or longer. Otherwise, I'm just searching, so it doesn't really count. I'm not really watching. Have I watched more than I've done? Now, I had a head start on all that I had seen up to about 2012. So for my active years, and there were some droughts. We say from 1989 to today. Have I done it more than I've watched people do it?
Now, does that count?
You immediately say, absolutely, I've watched
I'm
it.
pretty sure, yeah. But does that count like movies of the 80s too, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
Like where it's not really, you don't see
Actual stuff,
anything.
right.
You know,
Like
that's,
a
you know,
toss and
they're-
toss.
No, that's not actual
Okay.
stuff. I'm talking about hard
like porn. Okay.
You still say,
I think so. I don't know.
we've both been married 2 times.
Yeah.
Had our fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have we, in fact? I would have to say have.
Probably.
Yeah, no, you haven't because you don't watch it. But it's still probably close.
6 times total.
Yeah, it's still
Like
probably
which
close. 6 times you've done it total. Probably watched 2 porns.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty good. Good percentage. Yeah. So yeah, I don't understand the whole. And when ladies come out, and she's getting barraged on the comments, walking around your house naked, taking money from you. Great. They're doing phenomenal. It feels like it's off, but it's not. It's working. It's just moving fast, so people feel older fast. Everything's been just
France.
Good Lord, Reefer Madness. That's a movie you need to go back and watch. Realize the paranoia of how the world's going to be so horrible if this stuff becomes mainstream. Oh my God. What'll go on? Nothing. Everything's fine. We've got a massive fentanyl problem. Yep, we do. It's probably something we should think about. Most of us are okay. Most of us are okay. In fact, 95% of society is not doing anything. It's not. All fine. So get naked, ladies, if you've got it. If you're ugly, go to college.
I'm doing my
Keep your clothes on.
Yeah, keep your clothes on, get to college. We need the world needs, some of them worker bees too. Or do both. Don't let them walk around your house naked, pulling down a couple $100,000 and having a job. One of those jobs is nothing. And yes, if you think people might want to see you, there's an entire OnlyFans section dedicated to people squishing stuff with their feet. There's people pulling tons of cash into it. Not for me. But there's people out there who like that. I can pick up.
This year, didn't one of the female comedians that came in this year was making some side money on foot?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. This wasn't Catherine Blanchard, was it?
It might have been.
She's coming Friday. She's part of our show on Friday night. We'll have her do it barefoot for her. And you'll pay extra. God damn it.
For the second show or the first show?
There is no second show.
Well, that's what I heard.
The second show is if you can get her to do it at home. For you. Yeah, it's amazing. The reason Blu-ray took over for high def, look it up. Porn industry decided they were going Blu-ray. So high def lost. It was which one will porn choose? That's the one that's going to take
Beta and VHS.
That's exactly what happened. Beta's a better product. It was easier to make VHS tapes. They were cheaper. VHS took over. Beta's a much better system. Much better. Like it was cleaner. Yeah, the videos were more sturdy. VHS was the cheap stuff. And what did we learn that from? The Boogie Nights, a movie about. It's a good thing if we just embrace it. Now, speaking of things that are off, and this is how, because no parents will talk to their kids anymore. I saw an ad yesterday, and it was on TMZ last night, where this Wicked movie has gone crazy, right? It's gone bananas. People will sit for 2 hours and 40 minutes and watch Wicked.
Are we there
It's
yet?
awful.
Fuck.
Just end. Like the Lord of the Rings, the first one.
There's still a lot. Does it have an ending? It does. Did you see it?
No, I asked somebody, like, it ends like it's like there's part
Wide
two.
open.
Yeah.
Holy. By the way, I got an email from Matthew. Says these are probably the same women that were bawling their eyes out when Harris lost the election. Shut your ass up and walk around naked. It's my money I'm giving her. That's true. Show me your cheek.
That's America.
Well, so when you say this, the same people that usually get pretty upset about that kind of stuff are using Wicked to talk about STDs, which they now call STIs. I don't know why the D.
I know. I saw that.
Planned Parenthood has an advertisement out right now with a witch is green and there's somebody whispering in her ear, is your discharge green? And there's a post online and it says, if you're experiencing wicked sexual reproductive health care concerns, Planned Parenthood health centers are holding space, even if your P word is green.
Then you're alone.
If your P word's green and you need an ad to tell you you need help, you're way gone anyway. It's not about that.
You're alone now.
Don't lose. It's Trump here for Greenpeace. Not those type, not the ones on a plate. When a lady's vagina starts gushing out what looks to be like kind of smashed peas. If you need Wicked for that, it's disgusting. And Wicked had to approve this. So Wicked, this movie for everybody. Now your, little daughter or whatever, I love Wicked, isn't that great? And she sees this post online. It's like, what's discharge? That's more dangerous than this lady walking around her house naked.
Fucking bitch.
It said it's because it makes them want to see the movie, or makes them really realize, oh, green discharge. I thought that was normal. Thanks, Wicked. Of course it's awful.
Sounds like an Into the Pit band name.
Yeah. green
discharge.
I kind of like that. All right, mark that one down. That's a good band. It's so they used it in Wicked production. I said, yeah, that's, they got the thumbs up from us, but we didn't know they were going to do that. But they're saying it's because parents won't talk to their kids. So if your daughter has discharge, mom hasn't done her job yet to tell her.
Clean it up. Clean it up, sister.
You got a bigger problem on your hands if your daughter's got the discharge. The second talk needs to happen. What are you doing? I don't know. I thought it would be fun to have a gangbang. Well, that's great. We love you. We're friends and all that. Have a great. But if it gets green, remember the Wicked movie.
20 grand a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if she's pulling 20 grand a month, she should probably get some. She'll be fine with her health care. Just go to the hospital. Go, this isn't normal, and I got a movie tomorrow. But yeah, the green discharge and tying it to cute movie characters. That never happened in our day with us.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Sometimes after a whore, the dark side happens to your urine. Does it look more like you're pissing espresso? You need medical attention. One for Darth Vader and a guy. You're an idiot.
The most we ever got were those commercials. Well, you douche.
You're right.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, that's a private conversation. They're always on vacation.
Yeah.
Beautiful things. You just happen to know.
Walking around the beach with your mom.
And you know what the funny thing is about those commercials when you think about it? Why does the daughter know about douching? If she's asking mom to douche. That means she knows something.
Yeah.
But she knows the solution, but she's like, can I do it?
Boy's been running for
That's a good one. Does your vagina look a lot like Jabba's drool? You need Planned Parenthood. Yeah, we never got that. We never got our heroes giving us the STD advice.
They're more blatant. Like you said, walking on the
We did it.
When a daughter says to you do, she already knows about it. So why does she got to get approval? Just go get one. That not so fresh feeling.
Made it to work, chap. Thanks for riding with me. We're going to reset and get this day going. Time to suck today's dick.